Hello there. Uh, Format's gonna be a little bit different this time. I don't know. I've been having issues with the camera on my computer, so when I deal with them with the cell phone. Anyways, welcome to the stream. And as we saw yesterday, and I was sorry for the hair also. Um, but as we saw yesterday, we saw Modern Warfare 2 promo being launched, and we started seeing a little Easter eggs, little bits of information here and there. And I'm actually not surprised that they hit, because I was starting to see like little maps. Chaos, Jimmy actually pointed out, and a few other YouTubers after they showcase, the promo and having their opinions on it. One thing's for certain is that I recognize part of the map of Mexico and the Ghost uh, promo image, and a little bit of like South America with the new character Alejandro Vargas. That I think that it's related to the Cold War Vargas, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll have to wait and see. And if it is, then it means that they're trying to connect the storyline of Cold War with Modern Warfare 2, precisely like forgetting Vanguard, because Vanguard, let's be honest, it's bad even for a story and continuity by itself. It's bad. It's badly fundamental. Um, so with that, I'm not surprised that they also dropped the June 8th, 2022. Like the reveal thing. Is it going to be campaign? Is it going to be the whole thing for or just multiplayer? We'll just gotta wait and see on that regard. One thing that is for certain is that the characters as we just saw, even though they're putting Ghost front and center, many people say that he's going to be crucial for the game story. I'm not saying not, but I think it's also more so like Infinity War trying to say a little sorry and thank you for creating this character to Jeff Leach. But I'm not certain about that. That's Infinity War. That's my perspective because front and center, the whole shabacle that went out and uh, that happened to the voice actor of Ghost, Jeff, and that's why all the shenanigans incurred. They had to hire a new voice actor, uh, all the stuff. But going back to topic, I think it's not only going to be Ghost. It's going to be Price, obviously, but it's going to be Gas. It's going to be Soap, and it's going to be this new character. One thing that I didn't see was no Alex, no Farah, no Nikolai. I'm not sure where these guys are going. No Greg's. Uh, none of the shadow operators. None of the operators from multiplayer that are related to not only to the Verdansk thing, but more so uh, towards the campaign because they were related for that. You know, guided towards Mr. C. We don't know if because of the nuke event, all of them died or they managed to escape and they're just being, uh, held back for another operation. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see on that regard. One of the things that I'm actually expecting to be revealed in June 8th is how gruesome is it going to be. Because when we saw and we heard, from rumors and leaks at the time of the first trailer reveal of Modern Warfare, is that it was going to be too realistic, that it's going to be so gruesome that it's going to have like, there's no filter, but it's also like you're like, damn, you're in shock. And many complained once the campaign was released, oh, it's 6 hours long. But yeah, but it's 6 hours intense. It may be quelled down a bit more and more as you play the campaign more and more. But the initial shock is still there. So on that regard, let's just hope and see that this new campaign, since the rumors of being too realistic by NFL players that had the privilege to actually pay a little bit. Well, let's hope it continues like that. One thing is for certain, the way that they're putting the promo just started, it seems that they know that the Modern Warfare franchise, the old one and this new one, is actually saving Call of Duty from being a total failure, a total flop. And I wouldn't be surprised if many of the players that left from Cold War, from Vanguard, return to Modern Warfare because this is the system that they're familiar with. This is the Call of Duty that they grew up with, you know. So even though there's Treyarch, but I feel like Treyarch. Here's the thing that I feel about Treyarch. It's just once they put Black Ops 4, that told me all I needed to know. They cannot separate themselves from the Black Ops franchise. They don't know where to go next. And Black Ops Cold War, even though it's a valiant attempt, but saying that it's united to their Black Ops 2 instead of a new Black Ops 2, it hurts. It hurts. So, on that regard, I think Infinity Ward has taken over the mantle as it should be, you know. And now, I think there's no question which developer should actually be in charge of making Call of Duties. But I feel like Treyarch still has something, but they need rest. They need to get their shit together. They need to say, okay, we need to separate ourselves from the Black Ops franchise. As I think you can say the Zombies franchise as well. If they want to do zombies, they can make it a different way. Just not so Cold War, World War II related. It can be something modern, experimentation of new vaccines and everything. You can make it a different spin instead of the past, kind of like a type of Days Gone or Left 4 Dead in a sense of way, modern but still relevant, chemical experiment by a government or private company that just went out of control and brings the undead back. I don't know, stuff like that. But not Cold War nor World War II related, in order for them to separate from that or just create something different. So with this, we can expect a lot of stuff. We can expect Call of Duty to be safe. I expect so as well. If Activision didn't have any hand on this, then we're gonna see it. We're gonna immediately feel it, and we're gonna see it because we know when Infinity Ward is left to do things, brilliant things come to the game. Brilliant things shine for themselves. I mean, we saw it with the OG trilogy, except mostly on the Modern Warfare 3, even though it was a closure in the campaign and it was spectacular. But multiplayer and third game mode, it seemed like, they try to push with Sledgehammer some things, and Infinity Ward, the broken one, try to push back what it could. So, yeah. So, and we've seen it with Modern Warfare 2019. It's a brilliant game. They were not disturbed. The only thing that were disturbed, supply box with the loot boxes, and they removed it once we found out in the beta. So that was nice. That was nice. So my message to all of you is to actually unite, and instead of being divided, it's like, yes, let's accept this new game, but let's also unite in the fact that we don't want ludicrous monetization in this Modern Warfare, in this Call of Duty. Actually, in any Call of Duty moving forward. What we want is a system that rewards work, through challenges, through gameplay, that the camos are worth it, that the weapons are worth it, that the kill streaks you earn it's worth it. No ludicrous monetizations like, oh, no leveling operators, just challenges to get their clothing. Because if we level up, it's like, well, it's another way to actually monetize things of your operator, you know? So I just want the challenge based clothing, not the leveling up, if you know what I mean. Uh, so in that regard, let's just wait. June 8th is going to happen. Then something is going to happen in June 9th. I already seen the leaked um, ways that you can pre-order. Obviously, I'm going to go for the top one if I can. You know, it depends actually on what it ultimately is, because it's still rumor. They can still change. So until it's concrete, until it's set in stone by them or in Twitter, you know, set in a tweet, set in an article by them in a video saying this is going to contain this and this and this. Every rumor, every leak, take it with a grain of salt or grains of salt, because everything can change. We saw it with the loot boxes of Leveling Up Modern Warfare 2019 beta. We saw it, and then it's like they said that they were going to remove it, and we were holding them with a big fat bag of salt until the game was delivered to us, and then we saw that there was not loot boxes in the Modern Warfare 2019, and even post, you know, the microtransactions and everything in the store, no loot boxes. Everything was just what you see, and that was, we had to hold an account until they showcased us that there's nothing about that. Then we can say, okay, but we're still gonna have an eye on that. So on that regard, let's just hope that everything goes well. And like I said in a few streams, and I keep saying it, until we see it, until we, this Call of Duty might be the savior, maybe not, of the franchise, the whole franchise. They're betting on this Call of Duty to actually save the franchise. And I think what's going to happen later is this Project Aurora thing. If this is Warzone 2, that'll be cool. But like I've said a few months ago, and I think a few streams ago, Call of Duty is in the position to actually build itself an armor type game, in which you can actually grab everything from the past, package it in a game, and deliver it season by season as a unique game, where you can build your own scenarios through PC, through console, in order for you to actually create your own campaigns, your own multiplayer maps. You know, you could say even your own type of Warzone. So it has that ability, and I think it's going to benefit more so that in the long run than 1 year game, yes, the other one no, the other one yes, no, you know, like that. So I don't know, that's just my perspective. So on that regard, let's just hope and see. And if they take that idea, hey, at least give me a little bit of credit. So, well, yeah, credit, and you could say cash in sense of just say, hey, at least I got paid for the idea. Not a miserable amount of money, decent one, but hey, what can hope? One can hope. But anyways, until the events of June 8th and June 9th happen, we'll see each other again. I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually looking forward to see what's new. What can they bring us? So until then, stay safe, take care of yourself and each other. Big trust.